They're coming to get you, Barbara.
It's on. There's no sound. Play with the revenue.
Reports, incredible as they seem, are not the results of mass hysteria. First eyewitness accounts of this grisly development came from people who were understandably frightened and almost incoherent. Officials and newsmen at first discounted their eyewitness descriptions as being beyond belief. However, reports persisted. Medical examinations of some of the victims bore out the fact that they had been partially devoured. I think we have some late word on just arriving, and I'll interrupt to bring this to you. This is the latest disclosure in a report from National Civil Defense Headquarters. It has been established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life and committing acts of murder. A widespread investigation of reports from universities, parks, and hospitals has concluded that the unburied dead are coming back to life and seeking human victims. We're reporting to you, but it does seem to be a fact. When this emergency first began, radio and television was advising people to stay inside, behind locked doors for safety. That situation has now changed. We're able to report a definite course of action. Civil defense machinery has been organized to provide rescue stations with food, shelter, medical treatment, and protection by armed National Guardsmen. Stay tuned to the broadcasting stations in your local area for this list of rescue stations. This list will be repeated throughout our news coverage. Look for the name of the rescue station nearest you. Make your way to that location as soon as possible. Since convening this conference of the Presidential Cabinet, the FBI, the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the CIA has not produced any public information. Why are space experts being consulted about an Earthbound emergency? So far, all the betting on the answer to that question centers on the recent Explorer satellite shot to Venus. That satellite, you'll recall, started back to Earth, but never got here. That's the space vehicle that orbited Venus and was purposely designed by NASA. Scientists discovered it was carrying a mysterious high-level radiation with it. That radiation is somehow responsible for sailing Earth.
You're coming from a meeting regarding the explosion?
Yes, that was the subject of the meeting.
There's a connection between this and the phenomenon. There's a definite connection. Otherwise, you feel that the radiation on the Venus probe is enough to cause a very high degree of radiation.
I'm not sure if that's true. I don't think that has been the explanation that we have.
The military viewpoint that the radiation is not the cause of the mutation.
I can't speak for the entire military. I just disagree with the presently until this is irrefutably proved.
Everything is being done that can be done.
Not to worry for our next meeting.
Professor, you feel that there is a definite connection between the connection as far as Dr. Keller himself.
Doctor, please. I thought we decided that is not true.
Was the satellite, when the satellite was exploded, usual radiation enough to cause mutation under certain circumstances?
Could have have a bearing on it.
It does seem to have a bearing. Will there be a reply later?
Yes.
There will be a reply.
Yes.
Later this afternoon. There will be a report this afternoon. Perhaps there will be.
Yes.
Later.
We are doing everything possible.
Dr. Grimes, your entire staff. Very large bites of
Yes, we have some answers. But first, let me express the importance of seeking medical attention for anyone who's been injured in any way. We had a cadaver which all four limbs had been amputated. Sometime early this morning, it opened its eyes and began to move its feet. It was dead, but it opened its eyes and tried to move. The body should be disposed of at once, preferably by cremation. How long after death does the body become reactivated? It's only a matter of minutes. Minutes? It doesn't give people time to make any arrangements. Oh, you're right. It does give funeral arrangements. Bodies must be carried to the street and burned. They must be burned immediately. Soak them with gasoline and burn them. The bereaved will have to forego the dubious comforts that a funeral service will give. They're just dead flesh and dangerous.
At this hour, they report the level of the mysterious radiation continues to increase steadily. So long as the situation remains, government services and dead bodies continue to be transferred. All persons during this crisis, whatever cause, come back to life, seek human victims, unless their bodies are first disposed of by cremation. Our news cameras just returned, covering such a search and destroy operation against the ghost. This one conducted by Sheriff Lieutenant